What made you feel like a kid again today? My husband and I took our 6-year-old son to his classmate's birthday party. We arrived on time, and the kid's parents welcomed us warmly. However, upon walking in, we realized our son was the only other child there. My heart absolutely sank. The birthday boy was so excited about what he called his mega awesome party, and his parents told us how he had helped them set everything up. He had baked cupcakes with his mom, helped his dad move his gaming setup into the living room, and even spent his entire savings, $25, on goodie bags for his friends. We were friends with the kids' parents, so we stayed for tea while waiting for the other guests to arrive. 10 minutes passed, then 20, then 30. An hour went by, and still, no one else showed up. By this point, the birthday boy was crying in his room, convinced nobody liked him, and our son was trying his best to comfort him. The boy's mother went upstairs to check on him and came back 15 minutes later, her eyes red from crying. I gave her a big hug, holding her as she tried to compose herself. Then my husband came up with an idea. He asked if their son liked playing with his parents. When the mother nodded, he leapt out of his seat and said, "Perfect. My wife and I don't have any plans anyway. How about the 4 of us join in and party with him? We'll play video games, do dress up, eat some cake, all that good stuff." Everyone immediately agreed. We went upstairs to the boy's room, where his dad flung open the door and announced, "Enough crying. Time to show you guys how the adults can party. Who wants to join us?" The boy looked up, a cheeky grin spreading across his face. "Like you guys were partying in the bedroom last night?" he asked his dad. My husband burst out laughing while my jaw dropped, and the parents turned bright red. The dad quickly recovered and said, "No, son, not that kind of party. I mean a Nerf party." With that, he pulled a Nerf gun from behind his back and started shooting at the boys before tossing them 2 more Nerf guns. The kids immediately dove for cover behind the bed and a chair, firing back with peals of laughter. We ran downstairs screaming, grabbed more Nerf guns and ammo, and split into 2 teams. The 2 kids teamed up with my husband while I stayed with the parents. For hours, we ran through the house, laughing, yelling, and shooting each other with foam darts. Every time we ran through the kitchen to grab snacks and refuel, we all felt like carefree kids again. Watching the actual kids run around with huge smiles on their faces made the whole experience even sweeter. But we didn't stop there. At one point, my husband drove to a nearby costume store and came back with cheap superhero outfits for everyone. We all dressed up and had superhero battles. The 2 boys became the city heroes, trying to stop the 4 of us villains from stealing the code to the last slice of cake. We laughed so hard we could barely breathe, and we didn't stop until it was well past bedtime. When it was finally time to leave, the birthday boy gave us the biggest hug and thanked us for making it the best birthday he'd ever had. It was a day none of us would forget, and for a little while, we all got to feel like kids again.